And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Alabama. Nah, they playing at Ole Miss. Nope, they in Tuscaloosa.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once again, it's Jacobs. There he goes, right side. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 29-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on his first 2 carries of the ball game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left to about the 26 here. The Raiders at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Everybody just bite what everybody else do. That's so annoying to me. Everybody squeal kick on the game now. Yeah. Huh. Nah, they literally just squibbed that joint.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
How you supposed to compete against that, bro?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
I mean, they gonna that team need a couple of years, man, to be able to before they competing for a national championship type stuff, I would think.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered, just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Well, Deion can't run. Deion can't run around no more. I
Sometimes I think
that Joker got about 7 toes, man. I don't know what was going on with him, but boy, they was talking about cutting his foot off and stuff, bro.
This time he used his quickness to make a play.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on
probably had some issues that he ain't go handle.
He's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins from 21 yards away. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket, he can scan the field and find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
So what is 35-0? Is it halftime yet? No.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say,
oh, no doubt.
Football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of
Why you say that?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Oh.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On second down, Jacobs. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On? No, it's always on.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know
What'd you see?
That's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Hey, my baby.
At the line, ready to begin their next drive.
You didn't go to school today?
Now they're saying, hey,
Why
let's
not?
keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nah.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What'd you say, Cat? Huh? You looking for mommy? She hiding from you? Oh, you leaving?
Loss on the sack makes this
See you later.
Much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards
Bye.
to go. Operating from the gun, Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jones on 1st down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense.
I wonder what made her come back and look back there.
I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Brown, who was there with a captain patch on?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First target, first catch, and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up.
You playing with your guard or your big dude?
Frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Jones on third down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer.
Man, dog, bro.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back to throw. Jones. He finds him again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable.
So Alabama went back to the black quarterback.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Touchdown. Alabama.
The Raider
Oh, flag on the play. 6-7.
They haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this
they updated the game?
Let's just say it's been unusual.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down.
Thank you, baby.
Being physical.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
I don't know. You said kick return?
Music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage.
I ain't sure.
How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. The slot man in motion right. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Garoppolo now. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks.
Oh, they took the touchdown off the board. So it's still 7-6 for Alabama. I don't know, some penalty. I don't know what it was though.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break, from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now, they're going option play on 3rd down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His fifth touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say fifth touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here now a 3rd down and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Boy, you see it, something.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I did away with all that.
Sportsmanship handbook. There's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That is caught. And they are going to score again.
Oh, you can, boy, it be a bunch of folks walking around with brown shirts on that ain't brown shirts.
Big advantage, Charles. They are not taking their foot off the gas pedal.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, you know, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too.